Hi everyone, hope you all are doing well. I'm really excited now to share with you a little more of my learnings from my experience over the years, be it in your job, be it in entrepreneurship, be it social. So I hope you had a chance to see my earlier videos. And before I proceed, if you found any of them beneficial or you have any feedback, please do like them, share them, give in your comments. And if there's anything for me, I'll be more than happy to come back to you. So this week, while I'm here in Goa, for the monsoons are going on with rains practically every day. So it's pretty refreshing, and so I'm mostly at home. Only for the very reason is that sometimes it would rain heavily and I would not want to be caught out in the heavy rains. So this week I thought I'll share with you a book by an author I respect a lot. The author's name is Robert Kiyosaki, and he's written a lot of books. You must have heard or read about his book or even read through his book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, which was a New York Times bestseller. And he wrote a lot of other books, right? Was fortunate to read some of his books, and one particular book that I had what to say privilege to learn a lot of things was, that I'll share with you now. It's the cash flow quadrant. Okay, so basically, for those who have not come across this book, Cash Flow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki, I highly recommend that you grab yourself a copy. I'm not getting any commissions from promoting his book. I'm just sharing with you something that has impacted me big time in my learnings and the way I live my life today. So this book, basically, the cash flow quadrant, it's got it got S and BI. Now ESBI. So basically, it is a financial model in ways how people can earn the income, either be in E, which is employee, which majority of the people are. S stands for mostly self-employed. Could be a doctor, a veterinarian, so a small businessman or woman who might hire a few hands to help out. And then you have B. B is business, but a big business, and I is an investor. So I won't go explain the full concept of this, because the one who can explain it the best is author himself. So I would encourage you to read the book. So you got E for employee, S for self-employed or small business, B for big business, and I for investor, right? So I hope you had a good look at this book. You can always Google it up and read it online, and better, why not buy yourself a copy? So how did this book impact me and change my life? And that is what I want to share with you. So basically, the book, the first quadrant is the employee quadrant, right? And that is something I was in for a large part of my life, working for very good companies, learning a lot, right? But I was just trading my time for money, and there are no regrets about it. I did make a lot of money from there, and I did use it as a foundation to step to my next set of objectives for financial freedom. The second one, which is S, which I talked about, I never got into a small business, but that is a normal progression of people work and then they try to open something of their own. Usually it is a small thing, and then quite a few of them scale up to a bigger business. So they got E, employee, S, small business or self-employed, but basically both of them are active ways of earning money where you need to be in there to earn, else the money doesn't come to you. So big business, basically you trade money for time, where you engage or you create a system where you use other people's time to make money for you, so you actually amplify your efforts. And the last one, which is I, is basically you exchange money for money, where you use your money to make a lot of money. Again, being tempted not to go too much into detail, model I presented extensively otherwise in my entrepreneurship days. What I said was getting into is from employee, I moved into a business. Now, of course, a big business would qualify in certain terms of volumes, right? But for me, the business was in a way of a network marketing business with a very reputed company, where I would leverage on other people's time to make a lot of money for me as well as for them. And this sort of made me more appreciative of this ESBI cash flow quadrant business model, and which I learned a lot of things for, and encouraged me to go further and read even more books. And then the prize was going to the investment side, the I, where where focus is to be an investor, so you use money for money. And this is something where I'm trying to use most of my time in today, and either from using what I've learned or learning from other successful people who are there. And this is something which is a never-ending process for me. Why am I sharing it with you? Is because it's not for me to say which quadrant would fit you the best, okay, or to say lecture to you. It's here only to share with you why I chose to do it a certain way. So people are happy employees for reasons they prefer, and that's okay. For me, the only thing is that also great for me, but my time spent with my family was lesser. Time spent on me was lesser. So by moving out of the employee quadrant, I got more time for myself. Going into investors side, it helps me spend more time with my family, my sons, my wife, my parents, my sisters, their kids, right? Go on more holidays, right? Where it's my own time, so I can decide what I want to do with, right? So that was my choice. All I want to share with you is that have you not been exposed to this model, I would encourage you at least read it and understand it for yourself. And if you feel you also want to make the shift, then by all means I would encourage you to do so by seeking out mentors. There's so many around. It could be in your own circle, it could be business people you can reach out to me. You can read the books that are sort of videos on YouTube. You can look into, there's so many events around the world you can attend. All you need to have is a desire and the intention to do things differently from what you are doing now. So for me, I am very happy with the approach I had taken. It was very difficult for me at the start. I could not get the concept, I could not understand, because that was not my value system. A lot of things had to change internally within me, and I'm happy I was able to get through some part of that change. But the change is still going on, but I was able to get through it. So this is something I want to share. I will have read a lot of books. I would share with you a lot of these books time to time, and this is this is the first book actually I'm sharing with you in terms of impact on my life. Again, the Cash Flow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki, which I would encourage you to read and possibly make a change to your life. Thank you very much for patient hearing. All the best. Okay, any questions, please reach out to me. Bye bye.